we go. I had to make sure everything was rocking and rolling before we got started here, and I gloved up. So, hi everybody. We're going to, it's been like a week now since the bee guy came, and I wanted to take a look, see how the bees are doing. And it's hard for me to manipulate everything with the camera once I have these on. So I figured, well, let me get this part done first. And so I put the jacket and everything on ahead of time, and now we're ready to rock. So what we're going to do to begin with is we're going to look at the activity of the hive. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that, folks. We're going to take a look, and we're going to see how these guys are doing. So our first task is, I'm going to get this right up here so you guys can see really good. Now you see all that activity with the bees coming in, coming out, and all that type of thing. That's a good sign. That's good activity. That's what you want to see because they're doing their jobs. And if you're seeing some of these guys that are landing, if you look at their back legs, some of the ones that are coming in, and you look at their back legs, you can see the pollen on their back legs. So you'll see like an orange pollen on their back legs as they're carrying that into the hive, which I think is absolutely cool as far as that goes. But this type of activity is fantastic. It's what you want to see. They're coming and going. It's a very calm day today, so that's a good thing as well. And so that's good. So I want to leave it like this for a moment, and we're watching them, and everybody looks awesome. And there's different types of bees is what you're seeing, okay? You have your guard bees, and those are the bigger ones that are there by the door. And then you have your collectors coming in with that pollen on their legs and stuff like that. And see, here's the other thing too that I don't think a lot of people realize. Bees will travel up to 3 miles. They'll go up to 3 miles away when they're going out to collect pollen and that type of stuff. So obviously when things are closer and they can get at things in a shorter area, so you know, that makes a big difference. Okay, hopefully you're watching that. Hopefully you slowed some of that down, because a couple of bees that just came in there came in heavily laden with pollen on their back legs. A couple right there just came in that had a bunch on their back legs. So it's really cool to watch you know, that activity as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the top off the top box, and I'm going to check that top box, and I'll show you once I do that. So let me take this off of here. So I'm going to leave that there like that for a moment. I'm going to pop this off. And there's some bees there, as you can see. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take... Oh, quite a bit of activity. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, they're rocking in here. Wow, cool. All right. All right, I'm going to show you guys this. Quite a bit of activity on the top of that. So, all right, so I'm going to show you. Now we had put, the last time, we had put pollen, or the comb, up on the top, and they are starting to work in here a little bit. So there's more bees up in here now than there was the last time that I had come in here, and stuff like that. So they're definitely starting to work in this third box. Now they still had a lot of work to do on some of the lower boxes, so there was still a lot that had to be done that way. But this just kind of shows you, what's going on here. They're starting to work in here. Not hugely in this third box yet, but that's okay. They'll get there. So I'm going to put this back. We'll put everything back together. And I'll leave that like that so you can still watch them. But, yeah, that's good. That is good. Alright, so I'll put that back on there. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you guys that I think I screwed up on. So we're going to go back here and I'm going to show you this. So you have this ventilation here in the back, okay? So when I put this cap on, all right, what I did before is I slid the cap all the way forward. What I want, see how I just pushed it back? So by pushing the cap back this way, I'm allowing that airflow to get up underneath here so that vent is there and ready to go for the bee. That's important. Airflow is important, otherwise you get moisture in the hive and we don't want that. So that was a step that when he had come last time, you know, we had talked about, and he said, yeah, he goes, you're getting moisture up there, and he goes, and I think this is why. And I went, you know, that makes sense. All right. But, yeah, so these guys are busy, which is amazing. I hope you guys are enjoying this. There is so much to be learned from bees that I think is amazing. They're an amazing creature, and you know their lifespan is very, very short. Your queen can live up to 3 years, and she makes her own replacement. You know, she lays those. They make the queen cells that looks like little peanuts, and I've showed you that in previous videos. And so what I want you guys to continue to watch and see, because I just saw another one come in with the pollen on the back legs. Yep, there's another one that just went in, had the pollen. So they're very, very busy, which is good. It's what we want to see. We want them to be busy. The queen has been cranking, laying eggs, and you know, making new bees and everything like that. So everything is going well. That third box, you know, they will get to that once they get the other things squared away, which is also a good thing. But you can see there was more activity in that third box today, which was really, really cool. So I was happy to see more activity in that third box, and so that is absolutely a good thing. And they'll keep doing what they're doing. So, but yeah, they're interesting. And you know, depending on what kind of bees that you have, these guys here are very, very gentle bees. Actually, what I just did today, I could have done it without gear, you know, as far as that goes, and I probably would have been just fine. I have done, you know, I did the one video where I didn't have any gear on, and I pulled off the top and everything like that. But you know, another one that just went in loaded up with pollen on its back legs. So if you guys want to see that, you know, you can like slow down the video when you see some of these bees. Another one just went in with a bunch of pollen on their legs. So it's really, really cool. The whole process of what they do and how they do it, it's so, so neat. There's another one just came in with pollen. So a lot of them are coming in with pollen, which is great. It's what you want to see. They're busy. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and that's what you want to see. So anyway, so that is going to be that. Let me pull this out of here, and we'll go out of here, and we will talk a little bit more out here. And Miss Hella is patiently waiting in the truck. I don't let her out when I'm working with the bees because she's going to want to be right next to me, and I don't think the bees would like that, number one. And so I definitely keep her locked up for her safety more than anything else. And you know, so there's that. But So we'll take this gear off. I still have to deal, I got that wasp nest that I have to deal with, and when I get ready to mess with the wasp nest, I will be putting on the jacket and the gloves ahead of time so that I am, you know, ready to go with that part of it. So, whew, I am sweating. I can tell you that. It is definitely warm. So there's one of the bees, my bees right there, going, hey, what are you doing? What do you think, girl? So anyway, obviously I'm going to continue to check on them and make sure everything is good and that everything looks good. I didn't look in the lower boxes. I didn't think I needed to today. The activity with the front of the hive alone tells me that things are going good, that they're doing what they need to do. So that's fun. But yeah, it's coming along really, really good. So I'm really pleased with everything that's happening with the bees. I was going to show you guys this here. So all these here, these plants, they've been hitting them like crazy. You can see. So this is an area, obviously, that I don't cut, but there's got all kinds of flowering, and they'll hit this whole area, and that's a lot of good stuff for them to make, you know, honey and pollen and getting that, and all down through there is another area, you know, obviously all through here as well. So, you know, and then through this part here, that's all coming back and growing back. And so that's another area for them. That's for them. The fruit trees obviously is something that we'll be able to utilize, and you know, we're gonna work together. Bees are gonna help us, and we're gonna help the bees. So anyway, guys, I am gonna jump off here for now. I hope you guys are doing great. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we truly will be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important to tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from achieving your goal is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? Keep prepping, guys. Keep taking care of your business, and I will talk to you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.